From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield. And what we're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can hurt you, but right there, it paid off.
They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because
hey, yo, I was like, oh shit, that went right to me. Yeah, I was waiting for you to get on the mic too and say something. Oh my God, I'm like, yo, June's gonna say something like in 2 seconds.
Taken at the goal line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Cousins. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they're able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? I feel like they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
From a couple yards deep, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
But, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball up and bring it back for a score.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
For Jerry Jeudy, this is why he was a first-round pick back in 2020. The route running, the hands are great, but the speed, that sets him apart.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Cousins on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home.
I haven't touched offense yet. That's crazy.
Perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side.
I know, Junior, in your head, like, yo, this is going to be a long game.
Six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
The expression, my goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free ball out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. If you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Taking it about the one. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off the play fake, Cousins. This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Cousins.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Johnson, the man in motion right. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And now here's another interception.
I finally get to go on offense.
The Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT.
I was like, yo, when am I going?
other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching.
I thought I was going to go down for the streak.
They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mahomes firing complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time up, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now Cousins. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, it's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it in down for a Bronco touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Broncos get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Now they send a man in motion right. Cousins will try and throw. And that's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He's got Burton here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Noah Gray as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's got some space, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Really good catch, but I really like the drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. He'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. From the 29, Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 39 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But we've been around this game a long time. This is a lot. You don't get many drives like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now Cousins. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Mahomes. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 41 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run up.
And now here's another interception. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll try with McKinnon, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McKinnon taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Got a man complete. It's Handler. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they run with Edmonds. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And some room to maneuver. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fourth down, Cousins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't give the ball away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they'll stop it with 4 seconds showing on the clock. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.